Hey there, this is Logan Hunt on the campus of Huntington University, and you're listening to Rooted. This is a podcast that we're going to be releasing every other week. And so today on our first topic, in our first episode here, we're going to just be going around and pretty much introducing ourselves and the cast here of Rooted and everyone that puts it on. We have Peter Price here.
Heyo.
Jacob Osborn.
Hey.
And of course, Miss Emma Grace herself.
Hey.
All right, so guys, we have a couple of things that we're going to want to talk about. What are a few things that we think we're gonna bring up here on Rooted?
We talked about a bunch of awesome things I'm really excited for. We have the future of the Foresters that are graduating, stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
Hopefully we're going to be able to talk to some like seniors or upperclassmen who are getting ready to move on from college to see where they're planning on taking their major.
Yeah, when you say like the future of the Foresters, you're talking about, possible jobs here and there. What the future is going to hold for a lot of them.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely when you're looking more probably at the seniors than maybe the freshmen.
Probably put in a few freshmen, put the people who are just into this, like, what are you expecting for all this stuff type of thing. Have fun with it, you know?
Hey, well, you as a freshman, Peter Price, where do you think you would find yourself at? This is just, just a quick question for you.
Ideally, my dream job is working at K-Love.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Shooting big, going for something big, so.
Now, K-Love, what's K-Love for some of those that may not know?
Just an awesome radio station that broadcasts all over the country. They just have a lot of fun, a bunch of goofballs on it. Basically what we do here, except on a much larger scale.
Jacob, Miss Emma Grace, where would you guys see yourself?
Yeah, I'm planning on talking a lot about relationship, but not just like your generic, just like couples, boyfriend, girlfriend type of a deal. But I want to talk to people about friendships with people from high school, if you're still friends with people from high school, a lot of those kind of subjects. Just all around the kind of thing that what relationships are. And
now, hold on, Miss Emma Grace, we're talking about relationships. This is college.
Yes.
And you said maybe not boyfriend, girlfriend, but if I do have, boyfriend, girlfriend, if I need your advice, is that something I could come to you about?
Oh, yeah, totally. I would love if, especially for, anyone in this group, for our podcast, if you could send us an email in or whatever and give us suggestions about what you want to hear and, what questions you want answered or things that you're thinking about. Just give us a wider range of what you want because this is really about you.
That's right, Rooted, all about you guys here in the Forester Nation. Now, Jacob, what is exactly that you're going to be doing here? It may not be relationships. What exactly are you looking at?
I'm going to be talking about social action and how the minorities are represented here at HU and how those minorities, those people that are part of those minorities, feel about being a minority. I myself am the smallest minority on campus. I have cerebral palsy, so I have to take a wheelchair around campus, and that's a fun time trying to get through campus, getting through doors and stuff.
That's kind of right.
So, talk about maybe some other minorities. You talking about, we have a new multicultural club here, activities club here on campus, and they have a house now as well, Mac. Yeah,
they deal with racial minority.
Yeah, I think they schedule some events there for them as well, and I know they're coming up here in February. I know even at our own dining commons here, we're having a Black History Week going on and some things going on there. So, yeah, it's going to be a fun time here, Forester Nation. I know myself, some of you guys may recognize my voice or seen me even on YouTube doing FDN Sports. I deal a lot with the sports going on here, calling most of the games or directing, producing them, somewhere involved in it. I'm going to be focusing a lot on that and some of the issues that I see within the sports program and how sports kind of connects with the student body itself. For anyone that's been out to the games, we noticed that the student body seems to be lacking at the majority of the sporting events.
Yeah,
it really
even
does.
Some of the school spirit, it just feels like it's kind of down a little bit.
Everyone's just sitting there watching the game,
Yeah, it doesn't seem like people get into it as much as they have. I know we see pictures in the dining commons of, the pack the plat type things where everyone's there jumping up and down. It just feels like, it's a little more low-key now, and I don't know if that's because of, the new technology age, people have different things to do, or if, the social norm now is not really to do that. That's a question I have for a lot of students.
Is that a pun on our mascot?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit on the Forester. Yeah, that
pun was totally not intended, but it should have.
I was going to say, that I'll take that one. That's definitely something, though, we're going to look at. And also look at how, you can be a Christian and stuff, a faith-based style of play. Anywhere from, being on the court to playing intramurals. We have those intramural scholarship players, it feels like, maybe get into it a little too much and, forget the real true meaning of the game. So that's something I'm going to be looking at in particular. And I know next week I'll cover more of that. But we have a lot of fun stuff here going on in Rooted. Like I said, we've talked about, with relationships, sports, social action, all that, and the future of the Foresters, which might be, possibly one of the most important things here.
It kind of depends what you're doing and once you do that. Where you're going, that's kind of important.
That's true. I think another thing we need to highlight too is just like the community around us here at Huntington University as well.
Yeah.
I think that's one thing we're going to be working on. Whether I don't know if you guys know, we have the Learning Center right across the street. It's been key for us. Love Inc. Some places, some non-for-profit places around us.
Antiqueology.
We might just go there for no reason.
Yeah, we might actually do a podcast there.
Yeah,
for no reason whatsoever, just to get sodas.
And I know there's a lot of companies just like around town and stuff that are from like Foresters, like built those companies up, and so it'll be really interesting just to see even what our alumni have done and like where Foresters have gone in life, whether that's like in the community or maybe we could find some people outside of the community. It would just be interesting to see like where Foresters have gone, because right now it just kind of feels like we go to class and it's like, why am I going to class, type of a thing, and just to see like that it's going to be worth it in the end type of a thing, kind of some encouragement there.
It's like, it will all work out great, hopefully.
Exactly. So Logan, I know you're doing our first podcast next week. What are your hopes for that podcast?
Definitely my main hope, like I said, I'm going to focus on a lot of the student body and kind of their feelings towards sports here. We know sometimes the feeling can be maybe not in the best direction on, the view of athletes here sometimes, and why that is, and maybe why that's, playing into the factor of our student body coming out and supporting some of our Foresters. We know we have a lot of alumni who come back and watch us, particularly basketball and baseball and things like that. Just, seeing what we can do or what maybe some of the issues are and how to maybe hype up the school spirit a little more. And also really going to be looking in depth on probably some basketball players. Going to be seeing what they're going to be feeling about how to truly go through a typical day of an athlete, here at Huntington University. It definitely has to be tough. You hear all the time, student athlete, this and that, but you're a student athlete now at a liberal arts school as well. I think that's something, that's definitely a story worth mentioning. So I'm going to bring in a couple of those guys and gals and see what their typical day will consist of for sure.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun. So once we get that podcast and this podcast already, where are we going to be able to find these podcasts?
You will be able to access these podcasts on SoundCloud, or you will also be able to access them on iTunes.
Won't they be playing like every Thursday? What's what you said?
Every Thursday evening at 7.
Every Thursday evening at 7 here on Forester Radio. And if you don't know where that is, it's 105.5 WQHU on your radios.
Radio with Roots, right?
Yeah, Radio with Roots.
And you can also check it out on the TuneIn website or the app and just look up Forester Radio.
Like I said, like they mentioned, thank you again, guys. Really, seriously, thank you for listening to Rooted. It's a podcast presented by students here at Huntington University. That's us. And make sure you subscribe, like they said, on iTunes and SoundCloud. You can hear us every Thursday evening at 7 on 105.5 WQHU Forester Radio. And as always, you can stream Forester Radio anytime, anywhere at ForesterRadio.com. As always, stay rooted, HU.